Today we're giving you 7 new rules to add to your Uno game so you'll actually want to get Uno out at your next game night.
We're PAX Games, I'm Trevin, this is Monique, and this is our first rule, going right into it. The first one is any mistake that's made while playing Uno, they get +3 cards, no questions asked. This rule really spices it up to start off because you have to be paying attention to everything that's going on so you know what's happening. And it also helps people to not say, whose turn is it? What's going on? Because they want you to mess up, and it's awesome. Now, every other new rule we're gonna give you today is going to apply to a number on a card. The numbers we use don't have to be the numbers you used. You can switch up with any other numbers if you like, if you don't like the ones we use, but for our purposes, this is what we use. So we're gonna explain it like this. This next one is one that causes chaos and confusion. The way it works is when you play a number 1 card, everyone has to pass a card in the opposite way of the way the play is going. So if everyone is taking their turns in a clockwise order, when you play number 1 card, you have to pass a card counterclockwise. And this is something that happens every single time you play 1 card, so remember to keep your eyes out and know which way the direction's going.
The next rule is attached to the number 3 card, and this is a personal favorite because when you play a number 3, you can't say anything until you play another number 3. Basically, you have to keep the silence, and if you break the silence, you have to draw those 3 cards that we talked about.
This next rule is attached to the number 5 card, and it's going to require some props from your kitchen. We always use spoons, but you can use markers or whatever you want. And what you do is you get 1 less than how many players are playing, and whenever someone puts down a 5, you have to grab a spoon before everyone else. And the last person who doesn't get a spoon has to draw those 3 fatal cards that ruin their day.
Before we get to the next rule on our list, make sure to go check down below. We have some links where you can get a new Uno deck. We know, for us at least, our Uno deck is pretty tattered up. So go get yourself a new copy to try out these new rules. Okay, this one's attached to the number 6 card, and this rule is gonna get you sweaty. What you have to do when a 6 is played is do a 360. Just make sure not to bump anything.
This next rule is associated to the number 7 card. What you have to do is when a 7's played is slap the deck. The last person to slap draws 3 cards. Not too hard.
This one can be a little confusing, and it's attached to the number 8 card in the deck. When you play an 8, the person who played previous will have to draw 3 cards. If they have the ability to play a number 8, then the person previous them will then draw 6 cards, and so on and so on. And so it can get really, really dicey.
Thank you guys for watching our video on our Ultimate Uno deck. As you notice, we didn't assign rules for cards 2, 4, and 9. So if you have rules to assign there, leave them down below. But we found it's good to leave some cards without rules to keep the peace, because sometimes it gets a little crazy when playing this game. But anyway, we're PAX Games, and we'll see you guys next time. Way, the way, and the way, and the way, and the way. I was staring right at their souls.
That was good.